Hello everyone, myself Dilip Udani, and today I will teach you this topic, that is definition of list, creation of list, and finally list versus mutability. So let's start. First of all, we will see definition of list. If we want to represent a group of individual objects as a single entity where insertion order is preserved and duplicates and heterogeneous objects are allowed, then we should go for list. What does it mean? It means first, if you will write down say A and then after B in square brackets, so first it will show A and then after it will show B. That is called insertion order. And duplicates means if you will write down particular elements 2 times or 3 times, so it is allowed in list. And heterogeneous object means you can write down integers as well as strings in a list. List is dynamic because based on our requirement we can increase the size and decrease the size. In list, the elements will be placed within square brackets and with comma separator. We can differentiate duplicate elements by using index, and we can preserve insertion order by using index. Hence, index will play very important role. Python supports both positive and negative indexes. Positive index means from left to right, whereas negative index means right to left. How index function will work, I will just explain you with the help of examples. List objects are mutable. So what is the meaning of mutability? It means we can change the content of list. Now we will see how to create a list, that is creation of list. See, we have different methods to create the list. First one is we can create empty list object as follow. Example, see here we have written list. This is nothing but a variable that is equals to, in square bracket we have entered nothing. In this way we can create an empty list. Then after print of list will print the elements present in the list. But as there are no elements present in the list, it will print an empty list. And at last we are writing this statement, that is print type of list. It will give us the type of this variable, that is list. So what will be the output? That is, here you will see the square brackets only. There is nothing present in this square bracket. It means this is an empty list. And what is the type of this variable? That is list. So the type of the list variable, that is class list. Now I will show you this output in PyCharm. See, I have written same program in PyCharm. Now I will just run this program. Click on this run button. Now you can see the output. Here we have an empty list and type of the variable list, that is class list. Now we will see second method. If we know elements already, then we can create list as follow. That is example over here. In the list variable we are writing these elements, say 1, 2, 3, 4. If you know the elements already, then you can create the list in this way. Then after print of list will print all the elements of this list, and at the last print type of list will give us the type of the variable list, that is list in this case. So what will be the output? That is 1, 2, 3 in the list, And what is the type of the list variable? That is class list. Now I will show you the output in PyCharm. See, I have written same program over here. I will just run this program. Click on this run button. Now you can see the same output. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and type of the variable list, that is class list. Now we will see third method, that is creation of list with dynamic input. So here is the example. First of all, we will write down list equals to eval of input of enter list. Eval is an inbuilt function in Python. It will evaluate the expression. Then after print of list, it will print all the elements of the list. Then after print type of list will give us the type of the variable list, that is class list. So what is output? First of all, you will see this one statement, that is enter list. Say the user has entered this list, that is 5, 6, 7, 8. So what will be the output? You will get same output 5, 6, 7, 8. And what is the type? That is class list. Now I will show you the output in PyCharm. See, I have written the same program over here. Now I will just run this program. Click on run button. Now here we have to enter a list. Say the list elements are 4, 5, 6, 7. Just enter. Now you can see we have same output, that is 4, 5, 6, 7. And what is the type of the list variable? That is class list. Now we will see fourth method, that is creation of list with list function. This is the inbuilt list function, and now we are going to create a list with the help of this list function. Example 1. See, here I have taken the variable L, that is equals to list. This is the list function, and in the bracket we have given range function, and this is the initial value. So it will start from 0, and here is the final value, that is 12. So subtract 1 from 12, so it will give you 11, and the step size is 2. So what this list function will do, it will print the elements from 0 to 11 by taking the step size of 2. So print L, it will print all the elements present in the variable L. Print type of L will give us the type of variable L, that is list in this case. So what is the output? So the output is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and finally 10. And what is the type of variable L? That is class list. Now we will see example 2 based on this list function. Example 2, that is S equals to Arman. We have taken one string Arman in the variable S. So L equals to list of S. So print L will give us all the letters of the word Arman. Print of type of L will give us the type of the variable L, that is nothing but list. So what is the output? That is A, R, M, A, N. And what is the type? That is class list. Now I will show you the output of these two programs in PyCharm. See, this is example 1. Now I will just run this program. Just click on run button. Now you can see the same output as discussed with you, that is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And what is the type of the variable L? That is class list. Now this is the second example. I have written the same program for you. Now we will just run this program. Click on this run button. Now you can see the same output as discussed with you. In S we have Arman. So in the list we will be having A, R, M, A, N. And what is the type of the variable L? That is list. So we have class. Now we have fifth method, creation of list with split function. So we have example over here. S equals to learning Python is very easy. So we have written one statement and we have stored that particular statement in variable S. Now L equals to S dot split. So what it will do, it will split this whole statement into different strings like learning, then after Python, then after is, then after very, then after easy, and finally this symbol. So print L will print all these strings in a one list. Print type of L will give us the type of the variable L, that is list in this case. So what is the output? That is, first we have learning, then after Python, then after is, then after very, then after easy, and finally this symbol. And what is the class? That is list. Now I will show you the output of this program in PyCharm. See, I have written the same program over here for you. Now I will just run this program. Just click on this run button. Now you can see the same output over here. That is learning Python is very easy, and then after this exclamation symbol. And what is the type? That is class list. Now we will see list versus mutability. List is mutable. It means we can change the contents of the list. Once we create a list object, we can modify its content. Hence, list objects are mutable. For example, in n variable, we are taking these elements in the list, that is 10, 20, 30, 40. Then after print n, we'll print all these elements in a list. Then after n of 1, that is equals to 77. So what will n of 1 will do? See, this element is at index 0. This element is at index 1. This element is at index 2. And this one is at index 3. So n of 1 equals to 77. It means at this position where we have 20 over here, 77 will be assigned. And if you will print n, so in that case it will give you the output 10, 20 will be replaced by 77, then after 30 and finally 40. So what is the output? In case of this print n statement, we have this one list, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, and for in this print n statement, we have 10, 20 will be replaced by 77, then after 30 and finally 40. Now I will show you the same output in PyCharm. See, I have written the same program for you over here. I will just run this program. Click on this run button. You can see the same output as discussed with you. 10, 20, 30, 40 for this print n statement. Then after 10, 77, 30, 40 for this print n statement. In this case, 20 will be replaced by 77. So in today's lecture, we have seen the definition of the list and the creation of the list with 5 different methods. And finally, we have seen that the list is mutable, and we have seen various examples based on these topics. Thank you for watching this video.